Hey everybody, welcome back to the Miniac, and in today's episode we are doing something a little bit different. I am looking for, and I know this is a very controversial topic, I'm looking for an F55 Cooper S 4-door, but with a JCW package. Now here's why I'm looking at this. The JCW package is really one of the only ways that the F55 Cooper S 4-door looked decent from a Mini perspective. Now yes, there is some controversy out there. People love to say, why are you going to do that? Why are you going to put a JCW package on a Cooper S? It should be exclusive on the JCW. I disagree, and that's largely because I don't believe that the JCW package should be exclusive. Now, I do believe that the JCW should be a unique vehicle, but I don't think that the accessories that you would typically see on the JCW package should be exclusive to the JCW. And I say this because my grandfather, for one, had a BMW 635 CSI, which had M Sport options, and this was back in the 1980s when you could have that. And he just had the steering wheel and the shift knob. He didn't have anything else. It was not an M6, it was a 635 CSI. He just wanted those things because he liked them. Now, that being said, this allows you to effectively buy those accessories or options the way you want the car to be. So if you don't want the JCW brakes and all the extra hoopla, you can still have the aesthetics and the looks, which is a lot of times the only thing people really give a darn about when it comes to a car. They want it to look flashy, but they don't necessarily want the performance. But in this case, I know we can still tune the cars, and I know that there's options to upgrade the vehicles and make them even better than just a standard 4-door. In fact, I know someone in the past who was trying to turn a 4-door Cooper S with a JCW package into a race car. That unfortunately got shot down by higher ups that we won't name from Munich. But I digress. So, along with the search today, I'm also going to look for some 2-door hardtops with the JCW Appearance Package. So before I get into that, let's dive into AutoTrader, CarMax, and Carvana and see what they have. All right, so we are on AutoTrader, as you can see, and I'm going to specifically look for the Cooper, and I'm going to look for model years 2015 to, in the US market, I believe it was 2021. And that's because in the US market, that was the only way you could do it. And after that, when they did the LCI 2, they no longer offered it as an option, at least for the US market go. So we're going to do used. I don't care about the mileage. And I'm going to set my model years at 2014. Well, in this case, 2015 to 2021. So let's see what pops up. Now I'm going to specifically look for the S. That narrows it down, and we have probably about 488 vehicles. So I am going to, at the moment, set it up for hatchback. That whittles it down to 346. And we'll try to scroll through these quickly. So, cursory look. I know what I'm looking for. There are a decent amount of vehicles on here. Ooh, well, this isn't a 4-door, but that might be one to look at. And here is a Paddy Hopkirk edition. Now, we are looking for a 4-door. Oh my gosh, another Paddy Hopkirk. So JCW package cars are just going to be a thing. Now, I'm looking specifically for an F55 Cooper S 4-door with the JCW package. So I am seeing some Paddy Hopkirks in here, but that's not the car that we are hunting for. We're hunting for something rather elusive, which I just found. There's one. Now, another thing with the Cooper S with the JCW trim, it did not have the convexed wheels. It had flat spokes, and that's because it didn't have to clear the large Brembo brakes. So it made fitting wheels quite an easy feat. In fact, I had a Cooper S with the JCW package on it, and really easy to put wheels on the car. And this is for the Dream Garage. So let's see. There's some interesting cars. I love some of the upgrades I'm seeing on here. It looks like people have done coilovers on some of these. I'm going to pull this one up just for grins. And I think the 4-doors tend to be more easy to find because it made the car look good and helped it sell. In fact, the sales manager at the Mini dealership I frequent quite often one time said that those were the configurations that he tended to sell the most of. Regular Cooper S's just didn't sell as well as ones with the JCW package. So he tended to order more in that configuration. Sometimes even with just the JCW spoiler was enough to make the car sell really well. And a lot of them did. They're still on the road. You still see quite a few of them periodically. But But I mean, it didn't take much to make it a JCW, and I think I even know of one who even added the JCW brakes to it along with a Dynon tuning kit. So just made the car a little bit cooler. Well, factory JCW tuning kit would have bumped the horsepower up to about 210, and then a Dynon would bump it up 250 maybe. So you could definitely get some decent power out of the Cooper S 4-door with some decent upgrades that made it a really fun to drive car. Yep, we are. All right, let's see what we got. So we're going to skip these. I mean, this is pretty cool. Even if it is an automatic, it's not, isn't it? It's an automatic, yeah. So even if it is an automatic, $9,000 for an F56 with 101,000 miles, 2017 Cooper S. Hey, that's not bad. I have almost 120,000 miles on my JCW, so that's a good car. That would be a cool one. Okay, here we are. 4-doors. This one is in, looks like white silver. It does not have the xenon, or it does not have the LED headlights, but it looks decent. I just don't like it because it doesn't have the LED headlights, so I'm going to nix that one from the list. Now this one caught my attention. This is an ice blue, and this was the ice blue edition that was launched back in 2019. So now whether it came with a manual was anyone's guess. In this case, it's a 6-speed automatic, but you could get them in a manual. Now that being said, cool looking car. I'm just looking for a unique 4-door that I could put in my dream garage, which, by the way, if you didn't know, as you probably already do, it is sponsored by outmotoring.com, so if you're looking for accessories for your F56, as we're now going through those vehicles, you can definitely find some cool stuff to make this car look really cool, really interesting, really unique, or even up the performance aspects of the car. Or you could even put some new wheels on if you wanted. There's lots of stuff out there. So, this one's pretty cool. This is that New Country Mini, which I've heard of. And I like ice blue. I think it's just a neat color. So, that is a cool one. It's an automatic, yes, I get that. But we're going to go ahead and leave that on the list. So, here's a 2015 4-door in Richardson, Texas. First year for the car. Chili red. It is an automatic. Oh, nope, it's not an automatic. Oh, nope, nope, it's a manual. Oh, here we go. It's a manual. Has a leatherette interior. Has that interesting wood dash. 79,000 miles. Okay, so we got that. This one's pretty cool. I like that. The question is, how unique is it? Standard interior, manual transmission though. It has navigation, so there's a plus. Not bad looking car. And believe it or not, they are a 5-seater car. It's a little cramped in the back, but they can fit 5 people. So there is that. Engine bay looks fairly standard. Doesn't look like any modifications were ever done, so there is that. Probably means that it was not modified, which means you can do whatever the heck you want with it. So there you go. JCW center caps on the wheels. Not bad. Let's go to our next one. Okay, we're going to skip over that. Okay, this is not a 4-door, but it is lowered, has different wheels on it, which caught my attention. So I'm thinking it's probably not coilovers. It is an automatic, but it's probably not coilovers. I'm thinking it's probably lowering springs. And it does have an aftermarket intake, so they did modify it. It's definitely lowering springs because it has the dynamic dampers, but that was interesting. I just wanted to pull that up because I thought it was cool. And here's another 4-door. Again, halogen headlights and an automatic. I'm not interested in that. Here's another ice blue, automatic or manual. It's also a automatic, okay. And then a 2015, this one's okay. Automatic or manual, 106,000 miles. Automatic, that one doesn't quite hit the tick the boxes for me. But since we're here, we're going to go to Carvana and we're going to look for 4-doors, and I'm just not even going to bother sorting. So 4-door JCW package, 4-door JCW package, and there's a handful that were out there. So there was also the Carbon Edition, which was a 4-door with the actual JCW interior as well, which you can get the full JCW interior in the UK and European markets. You just can't get it in the US unless you happen to get the Carbon Edition or the Paddy Hopkirk Edition or anything like that that involved taking a Cooper S and doing all that stuff. So those were possible. They just didn't happen as often for the US market because of the whole exclusivity thing, which, by the way, if you're that irritated by a Cooper S with JCW trim, or even a Cooper, just get over it. It's not going to do you any good to continue to complain about it. It is what it is. I mean, look at this one. This is a 1499 GT, and quite a nice looking one. Now, is it an automatic or is it a manual? Why would they do that? It already doesn't have sport mode, so let's take it and give it an automatic so it's even more neutered. Okay, yeah, that's not what we want. Those exist though. And if you didn't know this, in 2019 they also had a JCW trimmed Countryman SE, which is this one, if you didn't know that. And it was basically a JCW trimmed electric or hybrid Countryman. And I mean, there you go. You got the JCW seats inside, literal JCW seats inside the car. And you had everything. I mean, it was really cool. Even with the yellow mirrors, I like that. I thought that was neat. So those are out there. There's interesting trims out there if you just know where to look. And in fact, we may need to make some videos of those other trims because those are cars that people may not know about necessarily. So we might get to those in future videos. And there was one I saw before I started filming that I kind of wanted to see. And there it is. This is a 2018 in volcanic orange. Now let me see if there's any more before we go ahead and look at it. There's a nice coupe. Where was that? Several months ago. Now if you didn't get it, I am going by chassis number order. So the next one will be F56. And then we're also going to do a separate GP3 video. So bear with me on that. Okay, that's the last one for there. So let's look at this one. This is a volcanic orange with gray wheels. Interesting. Full volcanic orange. I'm not a big fan of the solid roof, and by that I mean solid body color. I am a fan of the fact that it doesn't have a sunroof. That's kind of cool. But is it a manual? It is a manual. Holy smoke. It's a manual. How many miles? 47,000 miles, 2018, manual volcanic orange four-door. Not bad. All right, let's look at CarMax and see what they have. Okay, here's one for JCW package. That technically counts, so it's an F65, but we're going to skip that because it's not the generation we're currently looking at. All right, so here's a 2015, a manual. Okay, 2015 with a manual, JCW package. Very, very nice. California car. Okay. Looks like it's, what color is this? It looks like midnight black. 6-speed manual though. Not bad. Not my favorite interior, but not bad. Okay, here's our other one. This looks like it is Lapis Luxury Blue. It is an automatic. Was a formerly leased car, but they did pick some interesting options here. I see Union Jack door sill plates. And Harman Kardon. Not a bad one. I mean, it's an automatic, so I'm not sure about that. So let's go back to our Auto Trader selections. Here's our Ice Blue with an automatic. Our 2015 with a manual, chili red, and our 2019 with an automatic as well. If it is an ice blue, that's an automatic. That one's a manual, and then this one is a manual. Let's look at the condition of this one. I like this one. It's a very interesting looking car. Mileage, so 47,300 miles. This one has 20,000 miles, very low mileage for a 2015. This one has 53,000 miles, 2019. This one has 78,000 miles. This one has 79,000 miles. And this one has 54,000 miles. So, okay. There are lower mileage options out there. If we zoom in on the details, I see some curb rash, obviously, on these wheels. These are curbed rash. And I see tiger striping on the wheel arches. Those are things that are going to be very common on these older cars. And those look like very hazed over headlights, unfortunately. Which mine are starting to do the same thing, unfortunately. But not a bad looking car. A lot of the stuff is easily fixed, but there's definitely some wear on this vehicle. So despite the mileage, and I could fix all those things, I just don't want to deal with that. So unfortunately, I have to say goodbye to that one. So goodbye to that one. Let's go back over to this one. So this is 2015, has the roof rails, manual transmission. Yeah, 2015 manual transmission. 20,000 miles, decent mileage. This one, as far as the 360 goes, looks to be in pretty good shape. I mean, I don't see any huge imperfections on that car. That looks good. And they replaced all 4 tires. So there is that. This one's nice. I like the color, but again, automatic. And it has 53,000 miles. It's not terrible. So we're going to nix that one. I like the blue. It's one of my favorite colors. But do I want an automatic over a manual? That's going to be a tough one. So we're going to leave it up between that one. I'm going to go nix that one, nix that one. So that's a nice one. That's a nice one. Which one is it going to be? A 2015 with 20,000 miles or a 2019 with 78,000 miles? Well, I like the ice blue. I think that is a really cool color. However, 14.5 and 19.9, automatic versus manual. I prefer the interior on this one over this one. This one is just, where'd it go? This one is just the plain, well, it's actually the punched leather. So, it has a leather interior. What does this one have? This one just has the tartan. I mean, I had this in my car. Not a bad interior. Alright, well, push comes to shove. They're both similarly optioned. I can't tell if it has a sunroof or not. This one has rock chips near the stripes. That's a given. I don't see any indication. Oh, there it is. Okay, so this one has a sunroof. Does this one have a sunroof? It's an automatic. Yes, they both have sunroofs. All right, here's what I'm doing. I'm going with the 2015 from CarMax. Now, here's why. It's a nice one. It's incredibly low mileage. It is a manual. It's black on black. Prior lease car, which is probably why it has done so low in mileage. Where is this thing located? I'm guessing probably California, knowing how CarMax does things. So, probably California. But, cool looking car, black on black. It has the leather, punched leather interior, so it has that. It's nicely equipped. It doesn't have navigation, though, which means it also doesn't have Apple CarPlay, but they didn't have it back in 2015, so not a huge deal there. The 2019 is okay. So here's the thing about these cars. The Ice Blue Edition did not have automatic climate control. It had the manual climate control, and I hated that feature. I did not like the fact that they cheapened the interior of the car. Now, for those of you out there who love the manual climate control and don't want the automatic, perfect. This is perfect for you. In fact, I would probably go for this as well if it had a manual. But it doesn't have a manual. It has an automatic. And I want a manual. So, looking back at this one, which has a manual, has power seats, has heated seats, has head-up display. And here's the thing. I'm planning to do some cool stuff with this if I were to buy this car. So, we would put JCW brakes on it. We would put a JCW Pro tuning kit on it, assuming there's one available. Or I would just call Modded Mini, or Modded Mini, and have Abel put a tune on this car to give it a lot more horsepower. Different exhaust, different suspension, different wheels, so probably another $10,000 on top of the price already to make it a really cool four-door car. And I think this would be the one to do. So there you have it. This is the four-door for the Miniac Dream Garage, and I bet you I could get all the parts for this at Out Motoring. In fact, if I went over there right now, could I get the JCW Pro suspension for the F55? Yes, I can. In fact, I can get anything from BC Racing all the way up to KW. So, I got options. I got tons of options. Let's see if I could do bigger brakes. Brake kit. Cooling kit. That's interesting. JCW Big Brake Kit, $2,100. There you go. So I can get the JCW Big Brakes put on this, which means I'm going to need spacers for the stock wheels, but I'm planning new wheels for that car as well if I were to get it. So I'm thinking I would probably go New Speeds or OZs would look good on this car. But let me know in the comments below what you think. Did I make a good choice on this car for the Dream Garage? Or do you think having a four-door with a JCW package on it is complete blasphemy? Let me know, and until next time, thanks for watching, and if you like what you see, check out more content on this channel at the end of this video.